Yo, what's good, everybody? You are tuned in to another episode of the Wave Pod. Let's start off. Shout out to my Apple Podcast people, my Spotify people, and YouTube gang. Don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. So it's been a while. It's been a while since I did my last podcast, but a lot has been happening in my life. So, just working on my personal goals, getting up there, but I'm back with another podcast, better late than never. And without further ado, let me introduce my host. I got Isaias on. Known Isaias for a long time. Long time.
Man.
But yeah, Isaias, tell him a little bit about yourself.
Man, number one, man, I missed you, fam. We go back to baseball, basketball days.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we've been going back since baseball, basketball days and stuff like that. It's been a long time.
Man, it's been a minute. I've definitely loved Wavy Wednesdays, bro. Wavy Wednesdays. I'm telling you, that's gonna be huge. I love Wavy Wednesdays.
Yeah. I really do miss I miss doing the radio show and whatnot. I miss that, but see the way it worked when I moved, yeah. I was so far away from the actual thing. I knew I wasn't gonna want to go every day. So then so I was just all like, yeah, I got to get rid of this. But then it came, then the Wave Pod came out of it. Between that and the pandemic, the Wave Pod came up. So I guess it was cool. It was one of those things. So I'm glad to make that happen.
Yeah, it's clean. I'm glad, everything that you've done in radio, man. I've been watching the Spotify, especially going on Spotify. The guests you've been having, you've been going crazy. I gotta give it to you, man. You've been going crazy.
And you got, speaking of radio, you got a history in radio, so you can talk a little bit more about that. You actually do radio for real.
Yeah. I have a crap load of podcasts. I started podcasting my sophomore year of college. Because to be honest, me and you went to high school together, bro. When I graduated, I had no idea what I wanted to do at all. And they threw me into communication, and I got into radio and TV. And just being able to talk our minds, talking about sports, music, anything, all that, it's just amazing in itself. So I just took it and ran with it, and I've been doing it for close to 4 years now.
Yeah, no, that's good. And what would you say when creating these podcasts? What was your first? Because sometimes a lot of stuff. I think my biggest part when starting this podcast was the actual starting, getting up out there and just starting to make things happen. So what was your biggest deal when starting a podcast?
Man, the biggest thing is, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people have this, is, are people actually going to listen to this? Am I making something that people are going to actually sit down and listen to for 20, 30 plus minutes? And just to bring the beginning of that and how I'm going to reach a certain audience that I want. Whether I'm making a sports podcast, I just came out with a wrestling podcast just to get my comfort zone a little bit.
No, I really do like that. You and Devin, that's really good. Nah, y'all bring back some nostalgia too, because I remember back in my days, I used to be one of the biggest wrestling fans. Now, I need to catch back up, but I haven't watched wrestling a long time, so I know a lot has changed. But I'm back. I'll say my prime era was 2007 to I get 2014. 2014, I was big into wrestling. Every week I was back. Let me see. I think I stopped watching wrestling probably the first or second year NXT began. So that's a while. Because NXT's still around. They got the NXT belt now, right? And everything. Yeah.
Man, it's a whole lot. And that's the thing. And like you said, a lot of people stop watching wrestling. A lot of people go to that certain age where, and I'm unfortunately, I still haven't reached that age yet where I'm stopped watching wrestling, but I realized, they're still having millions of people watching them. I can talk about this, and I can hopefully bring that nostalgia and have talk about stuff that people actually listen to and get our opinions on what's going out. So, man, I was more so nervous because I didn't know if people still was gonna watch it or if people cared or not. But it was a great idea, and I appreciate you for listening to it too.
Oh yeah, that's one of the big things. Like that's one of the things I've been thinking about now when starting podcasts and stuff. Like, well, doing this podcast, I'm thinking like, what is I think of purpose and what I'm trying to accomplish. That's one of the things. So like having that little time off, it gave me time to reflect about what my purpose I want this podcast to be about and how to reflect. Because a lot of podcasts had that specific topic. See, me, I necessarily don't have that specific topic yet. So I'm kind of just trying to, get to that point of having that topic or having that because basically I imagine my specific topic to be, 18, 24-year-olds. We all get together and talk about the various things that's going on in adulthood. Like This is the transition from adulthood to now. And I like talking about the hot topics too, because it kind of ties back into the radio show. So yeah, that's kind of like what I'm thinking about, like finding purpose. And I love like how y'all had that little niche, because that builds the community up, and that's really the goal I want. I want to have a nice community of everybody trying to figure out this adulting thing,
Yeah, and I'm telling you, and for radio specifically, a lot of people need to have that personality. You have a lot of personality. You're a funny dude, so it's like
I appreciate it.
So like even just talking about adulthood, even I remember it was, and I believe this was on Wavy Wednesday. This is before the podcast, but just talking about college life in itself, and just having fun with that, and just talking about what it's like as a college student. A lot of people relate to that. A lot of people draw into that. So man, it's just endless amount of stuff you could just talk about, and people latch on. If you're entertaining, people latch on. And it's a lot of fun, and I'm pretty sure you know that as well. It's a whole lot of fun.
Oh yeah, college life was fun, and that actually brings up another one, because in another upcoming episode, I'm thinking about kind of, since it's almost the first week of school and stuff starting around, I'm gonna have like a first week of school do's and don'ts, because I feel like a lot of people that first semester of school, they kind of like you figuring it out for real.
Yeah,
like I used to be like, because I went to school in the summer. So like that was my actual first semester. So I was the kid, lanyard on, just, beat around. Like, I guess people really knew I was a freshman then. Yeah. Even the sophomore by credits thing, I didn't even know that was a big deal until then. To like get to actual college, like you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm a sophomore by credits. I'm not really a freshman. That's a big thing.
I'm telling you, like, especially there's some people, like I met one dude, he was like, I'm actually a freshman, but I have the credits of a junior, but I'm on my second athletic year in college. I'm like, bro, what are you? Like, I'm like, just be honest, what are you? Like a lot of stuff. College is a tricky year. You could talk about, the topics are endless when it comes to college, and then just adulting in itself.
Yes. No, definitely the adult thing and figuring it out on your own and being out on your own. That's a big thing.
Man.
But yeah. Let me see a little bit. Let me go off memory here. So I just want to know, because you used to do the reporting for the Fever. I just want to know, what was that experience like?
Man, it was wild. It was pretty wild, because I didn't even know it was even a thing until it was part of the school. I went to the University of Indianapolis, and for their radio station, they got credentials for Indiana Fever. So I just latched on. I never watched a single WNBA game whatsoever. I knew Diana Taurasi. That was probably the most of my memory. But just sitting down, getting to be up and close to the action, watching the games, going backstage and reporting. Pokey Chapman was their coach at the time, amazing lady. And everybody there, it was pretty awesome. It was something I won't ever forget, because that was incredible. And WNBA they don't get the recognition they deserve at all.
Oh, it's competitive for real. Like, it's really, really competitive. I like how they incorporate them into more things now, like even commercials. Have you seen the State Farm commercials and things like that? They had a whole campaign with the orange sweatshirts too. I seen that.
Yeah.
But at the time, I'm trying to think who was playing on that Fever team because it was somebody very, 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 very popular playing on that Fever team.
Man,
I can't think.
Was it Erica Wheeler? There was an Erica Wheeler.
It was it wasn't Maya Moore because Maya Moore played for Minnesota. What Skylar Diggins, right?
Skylar Diggins. She didn't play for the Fever at the not when I was there, but man, I did. I was grateful enough to see her hoop up and close, and she's a dog. She's a dog. And I actually ran into Brittany Grinder in the hallway one day, and she terrifies. Tall for real. Like, and I accidentally like ran into her lady, and I was like, "Oh, my bad." She, "No, you good, fam?" And I'm like, I just got pressed by Brittany. Like, I'm like, I just really got pressed by Brittany Grinder. Like, she's a cool lady and she's a cool person in herself too. But man, like, they're like actual like athletes. I felt like I was right next to, equal to NBA stars. I wholeheartedly believe that.
Oh, for real. I think my favorite team, if I had to pick one, right, I'd say the Aces, Las Vegas Aces. No, because I Kelsey Plum cold.
Kelsey Plum is a dog.
Yeah.
Kelsey Plum is a dog. She dropped 20 on us and I was up and close. That was I've been a fan of her ever since. What's her name? Liz Cambridge.
Yeah. She tall too. Liz Cambridge.
She a bully. That's a bully.
I don't know if you ever seen a video of her, like she was backing down people, like spin moves, post moves, everything.
Yeah. And man, the trash talk is terrifying. The trash talk, listen to it up close. It made me want to get up in there and do something, like, because the Fever, when I was reporting on the Fever at the time, they were in last place. So every game I went to, they were kind of getting stumped. And that's no offense to them, but they were getting stumped. So there was a lot of disrespect going on. People, Diana Taurasi, they came back in one of their games, and she was talking crap on the logo with Brittany Grinder stepping on it. And I'm like, man, the game wasn't even over yet. It was like 2 minutes left, and they still talking trash. And I'm like, wow, like it was a great experience.
They really do need to report on this. Like, I think more people will watch if the headlines was Brittany Grinder steps on logo. Like, like OBJ did it. It was all over social media.
Yeah.
So, they need to put that more. It needs to be more drama. I think, people are so attracted to drama to the point where if they had more drama in the WNBA, they'll put it on there. Like, they even said stuff like, let's lower the hoops to 8.5, so that way they can dunk, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now put the drama out there. They need to fake some drama, Instagram beat, Twitter beat, put it on ESPN, TMZ, wherever you need to go. People gonna start watching.
I promise you, it's intense. Like, I've never been that up close to an NBA game, so I never got the chance to hear what they're saying. But we see that every day. As you said, like, it's all over ESPN and stuff. WNBA, like, they rarely get that attention. So man, like, I definitely think even if they were mic'd up and we could hear what's going on, we need to see that more often. That's a lot more drama in itself. That's perfect. But man, it was a great experience.
Yeah, definitely. No, for real. Like, I think more people would like draw to that if it was more drama displayed in the WNBA. Like, just them just talking trash even and going up and down the court. Because I think people don't imagine them talking crap to each other either.
Exactly.
Like, they got to see, like, this is real competitive.
Yeah, they get down. Even though the Indiana Fever had a center, to Tiara McCowan, and she went off 2010. She had a triple-double. And the first thing she said, me and my friend walked up to her, interviewed her. So, do we expect this again going into your next game? And she's like, oh, well, you can expect this in the next 5 games. I'm going to keep dominating, doing my thing. Like, she's just talking that talk. And then we see her at the mall, like, the next day, just cruising, having to, like, these are normal. Like, it's incredible. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It was just a weird, crazy experience just to have.
No, for real. And so what other sports have you covered and go through some of those? Like, did you do some college games? Any other type of reporting? I love to hear some stories. I like to hear these reporting stories and stuff like that.
Man, I was actually blessed enough to right after the Indiana Fever report and doing their coverage, we got the chance to do Indiana Colts training camp, and that was incredible. That changed my life because, to be honest, I was the kid. I looked like a freshman, like we talked about earlier. I looked like a whole freshman. I had the button up and everything. It's
the badge on.
Yeah, the badge on. I had the big training camp Isaias Jackson on it. Like I thought I was doing something. So like I was all buttoned up, long sleeve, black slacks, and it's like 90 something degrees. And every other reporter is in shorts, just walking around chilling. They're like, "Aren't you hot?" I'm like, "Nah, I don't need no water, no nothing." Like trying to be tough. And
you was about to pass out.
I was
you were a reporter.
I had the best sleep ever when I got home. I was dog tired. You would have thought I was out there running with them. But man, that was awesome. Interview, getting up close to Andrew Luck. And the saddest part was this is something I like always talk about because everybody around me is diehard Colts fans, and so I'm a Bears fan. We grew up close to Chicago. Bears. Yeah, I was like, we grew up way too close to Chicago. I would get a Chicago channel, so
yeah, that's what I be telling people, especially when I'm down at Purdue. I be all like, well, I'm really not used to Coast. Exactly. Like we get Chicago channels. That's all we watch.
Right. Exactly. If I want to know what the weather is, we're gonna find out what's the weather like in Chicago. We can't find out, Hammond, Indiana exactly.
Yeah, we gotta find out Chicago. And right. It's funny though, because I say that and like back in like I'll say sixth grade, first grade, when the Colts and the Colts and the Bears played. First grade, I remember this vividly. Like I was rooting for the Colts, even though I was a Bears fan. I mean, even though I was in Bears land, I was rooting for the Colts to win just because it was Indiana. And then that slowly switched over. Once I got older, I was like, oh yeah, Bears.
Man, I wish I could have that because I was shedding tears that day. Like I thought I was gonna fall out when the Bears lost, especially Devin Hester brought it all the way back with that kick return, and I was geeked. After that, the whole game just went in the toilet. Like I was miserable.
Oh yeah, for sure. Man, Devin Hester was a dog.
Oh, he was a dog. There was actually a point in time I texted him in when I did have the podcast, the sports podcast back like 3-4 years ago. I was texting his agency and I was trying to get an interview, and we were so close to getting Devin Hester. It just never came through. I almost shed real tears there because Devin Hester, like I looked up to that man back in the day.
Like, for real. Everybody wanted to be Urlacher. All the Bears needed. Oh man, all the Bears needed was a quarterback.
Rex Grossman was hot garbage, man.
It was. You had Rex Grossman. It was for Rex Grossman. Then who? I think it was not Ben Olsen. I think Ben Olsen.
Yeah, it was like Kyle Orton or somebody like
Kyle Orton too. Yeah, Kyle Orton too, and then Cutler.
Then Jay Cutler. Yeah,
Cutler had the longest reign from what I remember. Cutler had the longest reign. Everybody was mad at Cutler until he just gave up.
Exactly. I seen it. Just everybody's seen it. Like that was when I sat there and I was like, this man really doesn't care about football, like or winning whatsoever. So there's been a whole lot of Bears. If I could go back and do Bears training camp or go there, like that's probably one of my biggest regrets, not being able to do Bears training camp. Coach training camp is awesome. Don't get me wrong. I learned so much, but just it's nothing like you're watching your hometown, like not your hometown, but watching your favorite team like play. Like it's crazy.
Oh, really? And the Bears got potential. I just say they got potential because they got a new quarterback.
Right.
Every year we say the Bears gonna do something. Bears gonna do it this time.
Right.
It's gonna be good to see.
Like the playoffs is looking good. I like the playoffs is looking good, I'll say.
Yeah, playoffs. Playoffs definitely.
Playoffs for sure.
See, because I know you a Sox fan. So Sox fans are grinning right now. Like Cubs, I'm hurt. I'm hurt right now.
Oh man. Look, doing all that because also work for a radio station out in Scottsdale. It's like in 45 minutes away. It's a sports station.
Yeah.
So I do sometimes I do it on their work. I do on their work Wednesdays and Saturdays. Other days I'm producing, but it's just a big old sports station. And man, like they just were covering MLB and the deadline and all the foolishness that was going on. I was ecstatic as a Cubs hater. watching y'all get rid of the whole team, that was probably one of the happiest moments I could ever seen. Knowing that you guys have to rebuild for a year or so, like it was awesome for me. I had a field day on the trade deadline.
I was hurt because it just they got rid of Rizzo. I was hurt. And then next thing you know, the next day it was all like Bryant and Bias just gone. And they announced it at the same time too. So they just gave a one-hit combo. And then not only that, they took Kimball and put him on the White Sox. I was just I'm like, so you gonna get rid of the best? So you gonna get like core three. You got rid of your core three, and then you're gonna get rid of your best closing pitcher. Yeah. I was like, come on, Cubs, what are you doing?
Exactly. And the White Sox we already had Liam Hicks as our closer, already leading the AL in saves. Got Craig. Now we only put either Craig or Liam in for the 7th inning. As soon as the 7th inning hits, that's game over. Like if you haven't won the game against the White Sox within the 7th inning, it's wraps.
No,
so it's just a great. The White Sox, I'm not gonna say they're gonna do it this year. I don't want to throw anything out there just yet, right? But the playoffs is looking great.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. They making the playoffs for sure, and like they betting rankings keep going up about they might win it, and like I don't know, I can't be a bandwagon, but like I'm rooting for it because it's the Chicago team. Because I already know Cubs done.
Yeah,
Cubs done. If they make it to the playoffs, they ain't making it past the first round. They're done.
Yeah,
I'm hurt, but I just know it. So like the White Sox, I'm gonna be interested to see what they gonna do.
Yeah, it's looking good. The Yankees are stacked too. So especially Anthony Rizzo, the boy that just got over there has been a dog.
Yeah, it's crazy. They got think they got not Voto. They ain't got Joey Voto. I think they got Vito or Voto. One of the two. They got so it's like they got the number one. Then it goes Rizzo, Judge, Voto, and I think it's Joey Voto, Voto, and Joey Vito. One of the two. I get them mixed up because I know one play for the Reds and one play for the Yankees. And then they got Sen. So like that's 4 home run hitters you got. Like, come on, Yankees.
Oh, Joey Gallo.
Yeah, Gallo. I get Gallo mixed with Voto. So Voto plays for the Reds and Gallo plays for the Yankees. Yeah. So they stacked.
They there. So I was like, if the White Sox got any problem 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be with the Yankees. And the Yankees, that's tough. If they go all the way, I wouldn't be shocked at all. I wouldn't be hurt, but I definitely wouldn't be shocked neither.
And then at the same time, this year is crazy because we got like history in the making with Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, dog. That's a dog. Like he's everything. Like I feel like every baseball player wanted to be.
Like pitch and hit.
Yeah, exactly. You got the best two-way player right now. Like nobody's seen anything like that since probably Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth was quick with it. Like no, I feel like nobody. And granted, I've never seen the man play. 90% of us haven't seen the man play. But from what we've heard and seen, Babe Ruth was a dog pitching and batting. So watching Ohtani right now it's incredible. Haven't seen that in years.
Yeah, you haven't seen that in years. And like man. I want to actually see Shohei play one day. I want to see that. Because he gonna go down as a legend if he keeps this up. Him and Guerrero Jr. is doing great too.
Oh yeah, that's a dog. And he's the life of the party. Like he's even when he's mic'd up, watching him play, he's incredible. Like he's fun. Because I used to watch his dad, not watch it up close, but like I used to be enthralled with what his dad used to do. Like I felt like I was the biggest fan of his dad. So watching him now, man, it's incredible.
Yeah, no, for real. So that's amazing. That's amazing to see. And let me see. I will switch it up a little bit. So we're gonna get into the music scene.
Let's get it.
Oh man. So let's see. For starters, let me see. I want to say what's some of your favorite artists right now before I hit you with the hard topic, because I think you kind of already know what I want to talk about, but like I'm just kind of like dive into it.
Man, music wise, I'm huge on Kendrick. I'm huge on I'm not even gonna lie. Like I'm huge on the Chicago drill scene. I do love the Chicago music. I'm I'm not like a huge, super crazy fan, like, the people out there that's commenting, on social media. But I was a huge fan of FBG Duck.
Uh-huh.
I used to love all his music, and I listened to Lil Durk. On the outside of it, I listened to Lil Baby a decent amount, of Eminem a lot. I can go. I like music all around. As long as it's rap music, I just love it.
Oh yeah, for sure. So let me see. I'm gonna get into the higher topic. So this is about the hottest topic in the hip hop game right now. So, what do you feel about the Baby situation?
Ah man, it's tough. It's tough just because it's just a messed up situation. He was paid to go out there and perform. He went on there and made a rant that offended some people. I don't think he should be cut from all these concerts. I think that's going a little bit overboard, but I think there's consequences to your actions. So I think he walked right in there. He walked right into that, especially knowing that people are so quick to cancel you nowadays. Yeah, he walked right into it.
No, for real. No, for real. He really should have been. I feel like, so at one point you got your freedom of speech, but at the same time why?
Right.
Okay, so you performing your song. Normally when you performing your song, in between songs, you saying things to lead into your next.
Exactly.
It's like you like your song. How many people like so and so? How many people like turning up? How many people? Or if your song about Pepsi, how many people like Pepsi? If you like Pepsi, say forget Coke.
Yeah.
3. 2, forget Coke. It dropped music. Why are you saying, why are you saying, oh, blah, da 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 da? Come on now.
Exactly. He really, really messed himself. He shot himself in the foot. It's mainly because, he made it worse by not even taking so long to apologize.
Because you don't know what's funny, because you said shot him in the foot, and he brought out Tory Lanez on that
second. Yeah, exactly. That's another thing. Like, just Tory Lanez in itself. Like, we have no idea what happened yet, and everybody's canceling Tory. You see what's happening to the guy on the side.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that leads me to my next question. So, should cancel culture be canceled?
Oh man, that's a tough one.
That's one I struggle with thinking about, because I feel like, so on one end, because I feel like people love cancel culture until they're the ones being canceled.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's 100% real. It's because I don't like the fact that people are digging all the way into people's, the deepest depths of their social media to trying to dig up something that they said a long time ago, because people do change. People, do change, have a change of heart. So I don't think people should be apologizing for what they said 10 plus years ago. But now, like, officially, it depends. It all depends on how old you. If you don't like what that person say, I feel like you have the right to just dip. You have your own personal opinion to dip. I don't think you should rally everybody together to form one opinion of this guy should go. Like, no, if you don't like what he said or like what he did, you should leave. It shouldn't be a whole problem where you should grab everybody together and try to get rid of one person.
That's what I'm saying. And then the thing about cancel culture too, in my opinion, is like, it works like for 2 weeks, and then somehow like it's one of them things. I seen cancel culture, like, I haven't seen cancel culture be to the point where it ruins, I guess, somebody's homeless off of cancel culture. Right. Unless they was a nobody. Like, the celebrities don't really work for it. But like that nobody who had that one, like, I say, like, all those videos like people saying racist stuff. Like, when they got their email, they principal email, they university email, they get canceled. That ruined their life. They done. But you never hear about those people again, so we really don't know. But I can kind of figure. But like celebrities, they back in the line like 2 weeks.
Exactly. Like I'm pretty sure, like, and I know this is probably outside of music, but like I'm pretty sure Paula Deen has a sponsorship somewhere. You know, after she had her little moment of no problems with that back in the day. Like I'm pretty sure in the next couple months, Dababy's gonna have a fire song. We're all gonna play it. It's gonna be in the clubs. Everybody's still gonna dance to it. It's like it's nothing never happened. Like
That's exactly, and I'm hearing like people removing them off of festivals. Like I haven't even heard of some of these festivals.
yeah, exactly.
Like Day and Night Festival, never heard of it. Like some of these festivals I really haven't heard of until they canceled Dababy.
Right. Now the sponsorships probably hurt, but I'm pretty.
And the crazy part about it is I already know people like don't care. Well, some people care. I ain't gonna say that. See, I'm about to get canceled. No, care. People care, but what I'm trying to say is people are making jokes about it now. Like I seen one of the funniest jokes. They was all like Dababy got canceled for the chill grill, so now motion to perform, and I was laughing.
The chill grill,
the chill grill.
Man, I swear I seen something like that. Like they said he couldn't perform at the Bubble Bowl, like with SpongeBob and them. So he got canceled. Like that had me in tears.
That's what I'm saying. People are making jokes out of this. Like people are instantly making jokes out of this, and then like that goes back to the 2-week thing. So, and then it's even like big with brands. Like people say, let's cancel this brand, and then 2 weeks later, you see your favorite celebrity still wearing the brand. So it's the thing of like, people showing a wear. It's like, I guess the latest trend. People,
yeah, exactly.
It's the latest trend, then it fades out to the next person. And it's like one of them things, either you weather it or you don't. So
right.
I don't know about cancel culture and how extreme can it get? That's the one thing I'm thinking about. That's what I'm thinking about. Like at this point in time, like how extreme can cancel culture get?
Man, it's the way it looks like it doesn't look like it's dying down at all. And I feel like it can get to the point where now I do like that, and you mentioned it earlier. Cancel culture can come into play when somebody does something foolish at Walmart, like a Walmart employee does something, they find all his information, now he fired, like his whole life is ruined. Celebrities, they're making money regardless. Like you said with Dababy and all these memes, he's still probably making money because his face is still out there. He's still getting a lot more recognition because of what he said. Stuff. Right, exactly. And people are streaming this stuff a lot more. And most of the people, like say, a lot of people might not even know who Dababy is. They see what he did. They see what he said. They just got introduced to his career.
Yes.
So they looking at all his stuff. Now they're looking at all his music, his discography. He's making money just off of that. So that cancel culture, I don't think it does its job at all.
No, it does. Cancel culture only does its job to like common people. Like
to the common man.
The common man, the celebrities too big to break. Because somebody's either gonna still listen to them because they feel the way they feel, or they're gonna find more followers to feel the exact same way they feel. So they're gonna figure out a way. So that's really where cancel culture comes into play. See, another question for you. I'll say, what's your favorite part of podcasting?
Man, to be honest, it's just the obsession. I'm so obsessed with just doing podcasts in general. Like when you throughout the whole day, I'm always texting Devin. Devin's one of the co-hosts of the Heel Turn. And throughout the whole day, I'm like, Devin, do you think this is a good idea? Like just thinking of different ways we can entertain people, bring out new information, just the creation of the whole thing, just the creativity of it all, knowing that you can sit there for 15, 20 minutes and be like, all right, we're going to have this breaking news segment. It's going to look like this. We're going to talk about this. And it's just the creativity of it all it's incredible because you don't know what you can make out of it or what can come out of it. It's amazing, the process of it all.
Oh, for real. Like, I love the process of it too. Like, I think I like just looking at different ways and say, how can I make my podcast better? Can I do this? Can I do that?
Yeah.
I like doing certain stuff, like doing my research, or I'll be like, one of the things I think I like feedback a lot. And so like, so that's one of the things I'm trying to reach. I'm trying to reach to the point where the feedback come to me and people come telling me, oh yeah. But like, I love hearing when people say, oh man, I'm listening to your podcast. I love it. And just listening and try to elevate my game and stuff like that. That's one of my favorite things. But like at the same time, like when I'm recording, I kind of like having the topic and then just freestyling off of it, because that's you get the best responses sometimes when you freestyle off of it. Like come on here, talk to somebody, and then like you develop that chemistry.
Yeah, having the right people with you is the biggest thing, because a lot of people you can have with having a microphone between you two, and you guys can try forcing a relationship. Like it could come off as weird. It could come off as it's just a weird vibe. I just like that. Like right now, it's just natural. Everything is just chill. I
gotta have the same people on the line. I like throw people in the mix, and then when I need somebody new, I think about it. I'll be like, all right, let me see what he up to. Do you want to be on here?
Yeah.
I've been planning on getting you on here for a long time. I was like, I gotta get Isaias on. And then I was like, I gotta start this back up. I want somebody where like I kind of like flow off of, ask questions and stuff. I was like, Isaias, let me get Isaias on. And it was funny because I thought about it. Then I went on IG and you posted something. I was like, all right, yep, this is it.
I definitely appreciate it, especially just going on social media. Because even before I graduated and everything else, and I seen you were doing Wavy Wednesdays, and then you had the Wavy podcast, the Wave podcast, and I'm like, I had no idea that you were into like radio or anything like to the extent of that. So I was like, I gotta tune in. Like I was like, I'll support any way possible.
Yeah, I didn't think like I was just like I thought about it. I was thinking about it for like 3 weeks. I was like, man, I love to do something with the radio. Then I just found out we had something on campus about the radio. So then I thought about it. I was like, do I really want to do this? I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So I reached out, got a time, and then I just took it to the ground running, and people like it. And like I think what I like the most about it is the people around me love it. And like it gives me something to talk about. And then like getting out that comfort zone, that's really what helped me out a lot. So like it brought me out of a comfort zone. So like when I was talking to people who could say how I feel, and then it really worked. It really worked to my advantage now, because like even when I'm at an interview or something like that, I feel more comfortable talking to people like on Zoom or wherever, because I just feel like comfortable talking to whoever, because I feel like and then it just taught me like, okay, I'll just make this into my podcast and I'll just answer the questions and go back and forth.
Right, exactly. And then it changes kind of like everything you do in life now in a way, because say you could be at a grocery store, you see the wildest thing ever, you're like, I gotta talk about this. I can talk about this for like 20 minutes. Like, if you have the right person with you, this is a great topic, we can talk about this. But I can slip and fall and probably like break something off of a trampoline. That's 30 minutes of material right there of us just like clowning.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I wrote down some ideas. Like I like when I turned 21 and being able to actually go to the bar, I got stories about the bar. Like I got stuff to say. I need to say. People need to learn what to do.
Right, exactly.
The bar. Like it was crazy. I really seen one time. I actually seen a bar fight happen like before my eyes. I seen the dude he slammed outside the bar, but I watched it happen. Like I seen it up
right.
Like I seen the before and I seen the after, and it was like, no, it was funny because the dude literally was talking to his friends. He's like, I should fight this dude, and this dude walking out, and I'm all like, I was like, man, and then so I watch him, and then the dude disappear off in the crowd of people, and then I was like, what's going? And then next thing you know, you just see the dude going out the door. And then so I'm looking outside at the window of the bar. And then next thing you know, they fight and dude body slammed him and ran away.
It ran?
He ran away. Bouncer was coming to break it up. Dude ran away. And what was the crazy part about it was the dude he was trying to fight, he was starting stuff with people all day. And then once he got body slammed, he played victim.
Because I can't believe what he did there.
It was bright. I've never seen this before. His face was black because he got body slammed on the concrete, like the concrete face slam.
And he went, I'm tripping. He went back inside. I would have got my keys. It's wraps. I'm done for the night.
He didn't go back inside or nothing. He didn't think he was gonna fight. Dude body slammed him and ran off. Like they outside the thing. He walked off. Never seen that guy again a day in my life. The other dude was sitting around there. One half of his face white, brown face. Man. I didn't know the concrete was that dirty, to be honest.
Right. Man, I would have been hurt. I ain't even wiping my face. I'm going home in straight silence. Half face dark. I'm man. We got to think.
To cry. And you know the next day he felt that. Because like you fall on concrete, ain't no way that black. Like you know how deep in concrete you gotta be.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But that's foul. I ain't talking to nobody. If I get body slammed like that, I ain't talking to nobody.
You gotta walk home. Like, don't call up.
Yeah, I ain't talking to nobody. Even if I got a girlfriend, no, don't talk to me today. Like, I ain't even gonna explain to her about my face. She ain't gotta know. Like,
you gotta go home. Like, you got to leave. Like, I'm not sitting around at the thing like this and nothing. I'm gone. I'm leaving.
Nah, man, that's foul.
That really hurt. Like the dude deserved it, but like I was like, dang. It's like, dang, you get to laugh at like I was sitting up there looking at it laughing, like, dang.
Right. Glad it ain't me out there low key.
I'm looking at it. It is me, it's the bar owner, or the dude running the bar. He looking at it too. And then we get to talking. I'm just looking at the dude laughing. I'm like, dang.
See, man, I couldn't go through nothing. It's not. He basically got to be thankful it ain't like 2012. Everybody would have been outside talking about world stars, screaming in his face, flash on and everything.
Oh my God, that's one of the things that I think about. Nobody recorded it because it wasn't expected. Like, but I didn't record it. Like, I just want to see it. I just want to see it. Like, sometimes I don't know. I'm just like, I be in the moment. So I ain't thinking about, oh, let me record this. Let's watch this. Let me see what happens.
Nah, man, that was one of my biggest fears growing up, getting jumped, getting the world star treatment, getting the flashing camera in my face, knowing that my face is half concrete, half my face.
That's why I don't like doing anything. Like, that's the thing too about today and age technology. That's another thing. Like, you can't do nothing no more. But you go to a party, you dancing with someone. Camera.
Yeah.
Camera. They are recording.
Exactly.
Nothing no more.
I promise. Even when you eating, that's no matter what, there's someone always watching you. Like, regardless.
Can't eat a hot dog piece no more.
You can't do absolutely nothing. That's the crazy part, just because and that also gets you like skeptical. Like, you always, especially being in Walmart, being in different stores, I'm like, you still want to be childish. I know me, I still want to be childish. I still want to act up in stores. I still want to go crazy. And I'm like, who's watching me? Like, my whole career, this, like, whatever I'm doing could get tarnished with just one simple thing that I'm doing.
You over there in the cereal aisle acting up, and there's someone over there in the home section with the camera ducking off next to
right, just staring at me.
I'm like, look at him right now. Next thing you know, you a world star. You a world star all over Twitter. They all over Twitter. Then next thing you know, Isaias, they got your name, where you live,
right,
your job, and everything, just right there.
Right, and everything. Like, I used to, because I can admit this full-heartedly. Like, I used to have sticky fingers back when I was little. So, man, like, I couldn't imagine, like, now with Twitter, like, having like seeing me like walk out of Family Dollar with a Kit Kat in my hand. See, oh, this is Isaias Jackson. He lives here. He stole a Kit Kat from Family Dollar. Like, now I can't.
He live here. He's 5'8".
He's 5'8". He work here. He go to school here. Twitter, do your thing. Now I'm stuck. Like, now my whole career done.
done. Like that's the thing too. And then that goes back to cancel culture. Like it's just you really can't do anything no more. So like, and it's a good thing. Social media got a good, like, cameras got a good thing, and then it's got a bad thing. Cause like, I don't think people can have the same fun like they had 20 years ago no more.
Nah, not at all. Social media puts so much pressure on people, and it's a lot. We've seen it literally like stress people out, especially with podcasting as well. Yeah. Like a lot of people that care for their numbers, care for their engagement. If it's not where they're at, or they see somebody doing better, they stress out heavy.
Oh no, for real. Oh, for real. Sometimes I had it, like, I'd be like, dang, like I want to be where I want to be. So like, I'm like, I want 100 followers on Instagram. So I'm like, yeah, follow me on this, follow me on that. But like, that anyway, just for promotion. But like, I'd be like, let's get this to 100. And then once you post it, and then you post it on your Snapchat, and you see 100 people that seen it, but nobody went to follow.
Nobody sharing it.
I'm like, oh, come on now. But like at the same time, I just like the people that actually listen to me and listen to the clips and stuff. So I like when people have the engagement. So it's really a give or take. Hey, if you want to listen to it, listen to it. And then I got my community. Well, my community 5 or 500,000. I still like what I do.
Exactly. And the crazy part is like my very first podcast, it was a sports podcast, me, my friend Buzz, and my friend Karan. And we were still in college. So we're still like clowning. We made t-shirts and everything. And our own professor like told us straight up, well, he was going around, he told somebody, I feel like they should be good first before they start having merchandise, like straight dogged us. And he great teacher. Like, I'm not saying nothing bad about him. He was a great teacher, but he didn't give us the credit to where our podcast, we felt like we kept getting discouraged.
Yeah.
But we still did it for plus years, and we actually ended up winning an award for it. And man, like that was, and if it wasn't for him telling us that, to be honest, hearing all that criticism that he said, we probably would have, I'm just glad we didn't quit in that moment. Because man, like a lot of people will clown you, even people that, are supposed to be there for you.
Yeah. No, and sometimes that's some motivation to you too. Sometimes some good criticism is like motivation. Yeah. And like, I need to get better at this, and this. And really, really shine. Like, I think another thing I'm gonna start doing, which I'm probably gonna announce it here. Might as well announce it straight up.
Exclusive.
I'm gonna start going live. Cause like I never really go live. Cause like I'm like, if nobody watching, but I think I'm gonna start going live. So make sure you guys are following me on IG at The Wave Pod. That's THE.Wave Pod. Make sure you guys follow me there. And yeah, I think it's a pretty cool wrap up right here. I thank you for coming on, man. Nah, it was a long time coming.
Nah, bro, I definitely appreciate you.
I'm gonna definitely need to get you on here more.
Bro, same here. Whenever you want to talk about wrestling, nostalgia, anything wrestling related, bro, I got you 100%. And
bring me on. I want to debate the greatest group of all time.
Oh, bro, say no more. Me and Devin record every Wednesday. And so, man, if you are free Wednesday, we got you for sure.
I want to, DMX. DMX is one of the greatest groups of all time. We could talk about it. We could talk about the New Day. We could talk
the New Day, man.
I keep up a little bit. I could talk about a whole thing. We could talk about the creepiest ones. Because I want to talk about how Paul Bearer creeped me out. I was scared.
Man.
Paul
Bearer gave me nightmares. He got buried in concrete one day, like I done like a long time ago. That gave me nightmares when I was little.
He was just pasty white and fat, and he scared me. He scared me because he used to have an urn, and then he would just rise to Undertaker. He was a controller of the Undertaker in those days. Yeah. Come like this, and then Undertaker just come out, and the Undertaker was one of my favorites.
Yeah, Undertaker was a dog.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't say much at all. He would just come through. And yeah, I'd be glad to talk about my top 5, everything. We can talk about the Boogeyman.
Oh man, love the Boogeyman.
I'm telling you, I was big. I was so big. I did stop motion. Like I was doing stop motion.
For real?
Yeah, I still got videos on YouTube. I was doing stop motion animation for WWE wrestling.
Oh no, I'm definitely gonna look this up. I need to find this. I gotta look at this.
You can look it up right now. WWE Fan for Life 45.
WWE Fan for Life 40. I remember that. I got you for sure.
I'm telling you, certified. I was doing stop motion wrestling at like 7, 8. And like I was really, really getting good at it. I just stopped, but like I was into wrestling. I loved it.
Yeah, bro. I remember that was a thing a while ago, man. Like having the big old ring, the sale, buying the sale, begging my mom to get the like rings for me. Like
begging, begging, like, let me get the ring. Let me get the ring. I need the action figure.
Bro, I need the action figure. I had, man, bro, no lie. Like I had this little beat up Jeff Hardy with one leg, one arm. That was my favorite wrestler. Like,
so easily, but you wanted him so bad. Like,
I wanted him so bad. I'm telling you, the fact, if that was any wrestler with one arm leg, he would have got thrown away. Because he was Jeff Hardy, that was my dog. I was like, I got to keep this one forever. That was my man. I wish I had that still.
I'm saying that was like nostalgia. You used to, like, I was 7, 8. I'm at Toys R Us. I'm like, at
yes,
I want that. I want that one.
And they were like $10. Now they like 20, 30 something. Like, I don't even want to get one right now.
I can't do this no more. Like,
right, exactly. It was like, this ain't me anymore. Like,
that's what I'm saying. It's probably easier to do stop motion now than ever, but like, I can't no more. Like, it's expensive. And then, like, at the same time, I'm all like, man, what I'm gonna look like? I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what I look like? I'm be at home, all these action figures around, set up with the camera. Somebody come over, they gonna be like, what is he doing?
I would have been like, man, this is business. I would have been like, you can stay here and help too if you want to.
Okay, the string. I'm gonna take the pictures. Everything.
Right. I'm like, I got you. I'm like, we could get 5 people in here, have a Royal Rumble. Like, we could get this started right now.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, it was great having you on. Again, shout out to my Apple Podcast people, my Spotify people, YouTube gang. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And yeah, follow me on IG at the.waypod. That's THE.waypod. TikTok, the Wave Pod 2, dropping clips on there this week. And yeah, we back. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.